guys, and welcome back. So again, we're starting off sitting down. This is my second sit down video. I promise it's gonna be short and simple. By the intro of this video, you can tell it's gonna be more of a weekly style vlog. It is currently Saturday and it is 9 a.m. and I am getting ready to redo my entire studio apartment. One, because fall time. Two, because something about rearranging and reorganizing my home brings me so much joy. Maybe because I get to control something in my life. It also just brings me a lot of peace, and I think that's exactly what my soul needs right now. Little backstory, if you didn't know, which I'm pretty sure you didn't because I keep my life very private, but my life partner and I have been living together for about a year now, and then we met in Arizona where I worked and lived at, so we also lived over there together, just separate rooms. And then he moved to California with me, and we have been living in California together for about a year now, almost a year. And I had to just drop him off this past week to, you know, start life and, you know, have to do some certain soul missions. And I had to say bye for a little while, and now we're doing long distance, and it is hard for someone that like got used to living with someone, like having someone right by my side, to then switching again to back to like living alone. Like I lived alone for a long time, and then obviously I had a roommate, and then I went back to living with my parents. Like I did a lot of switching around in my really early 20s, just because there's a lot of shit happening here. But I don't want to get sidetracked with these stories. We are both members of the LGBT community, okay? For anybody that doesn't know, let me put it out there as I'm going on my story. Drop off my honey at the airport. I did not realize how much of an emotional toll that was gonna take on my body and on my soul, and just how much comfort I have just with one single person. That's crazy to me. Like it literally blew my fucking mind. You know, I'm an only child. I've never really had these kinds of relationships, and being able to experience them firsthand, it's just beautiful, but also mind-blowing. That's like, how is it that I waited until I'm almost 25 to be feeling these types of things? Like, but that's crazy. Okay. Anyways, so because it really took a big toll on me, and I didn't think it was gonna take this big of a toll on me, this week I really took it for myself. I made a self-care week. I went to school some days. I didn't go to school some days. I talked to my professors. It was okay. I did my homework. I still have homework to do, but because I'm feeling like this, I want to do something that like is really gonna make me feel good and take time out of my day. So I really want to redo my room, kind of get it ready for fall and coziness, because right now it just everywhere I look, I just see things that are like missing of his, and it's just it brings up emotions. To transmute these sad emotions and turn them into happy and positive vibrations, I've decided that I want to start a living alone diaries, and that is going to be more of a vlog style series where, you know, you just get to kind of hang out with me and come along on the ride of what it's like to be living alone again at the age of 24, and, you know, at the prime time of me being in school and me working and me enjoying life with my friends and turning 25. And you know what that means. You know what that means. After they turned 25, there was just this instant shift. That, like, you know, you just look at everything differently. And I think for the past year of like being 20, since I turned 24, there's just been so much in me that I've shifted and that I've changed, and that like it doesn't represent me anymore, or doesn't represent the ideologies or the values I have or the characteristics I have. And I think it's because my frontal lobe is developing, guys. Like, this gets me so hyped. Like, my frontal lobe is developing, and it hypes me the fuck up to be like, yo, like, I'm really about to be different, and like, I'm aging like fucking wine. Like, it's better with age. It's better with age. It's better with age. And I used to be really scared to get older. I did not like the fact that I was getting older every year, and now I see the beauty in it, and I think I see the just how amazing so much change can be when you like don't let fear just be the only emotion you feel with change. I'm just super excited to start this series. This series has always meant something so special to me, and I think to be right at the age of 24 turning 25, it makes so much sense for me to start this now, and it makes so much sense for me to want to pick up my camera now and like document all of this, because this is something I want to remember. Like, I now have so much confidence and so much like yeah, that this is my path in life. This is what I choose. Like, this is my way of living. And you know, I am a 24-year-old sober, California sober girl, and I'm ready to share what I have, and I'm ready to share my life, and just remember these moments that like I'm gonna look back at and I'm gonna be like, yeah, that moment right there, it changed everything. Are any of you guys going to escape this year? If so, let me know, because I'm going to. Don't mind the mess. And then yeah, so as you could tell, I'm trying to move the bed to here. I'm trying to have this kind of be like the room coziness area, and then maybe this be like study slash chill vibes. Yeah, that's gonna stay the same. Mess. Okay, like, I'm being honest, I had to clean my whole house. I have to reorganize everything. I am an extra bitch if I put this on. Mirror fit. This is really giving Sunday fit, isn't it? Sorry guys, you're gonna hear the air because it's over like 107 degrees already, and it's about to be 11 a.m. and it is currently 102 degrees. So yeah, it's rough.
And packaging in a one night for shows. I'm juggling flow like the ocean. Port, I'm paddling. Shout out, Bella, that's my bro, my family. Frozen drinks. When it comes to money, I did concentrate.
Welcome back, guys. It's been a minute since I've picked up the vlog. I mean the camera for this vlog. It's already Monday, and I had a very busy start to my Monday. These are my days, like my school days. So I always go to school Mondays, and they're usually my busiest days. Only because, well, I have 2 classes, and I was supposed to have presentations today, but it was like way too hot in the classroom that the professor just let us go. So low-key, it was a good time. Got to chill, kind of like get to know more of my classmates, and then I went to my second class, and I made a friend in my second class. No me vas a decir que esto no se ve tan bueno, güey. Can you tell I'm like in my feels tonight?
She knows I'm lonely without love.
Morning, even though it doesn't feel like good morning yet. I'm still half asleep. morning, good morning. We made it in the car and it is currently 5:20. I'm gonna make it there probably almost 6 a.m. I ain't gonna lie, we're gonna have to do a 6 to 7 a.m. gym sesh, which makes me a little bit nervy because it might be hella packed. We're not sure, but we're on our way over there, and I'm not even gonna waste. I'm letting the car warm up for a little bit. It's a little warm, I'm not gonna lie, but right now we're going through a heat wave and we currently have a fire really close to us, so there's just a lot. I got my Celsius already and drinking. I'm about to light up and then I'm about to head out. Everybody that does 5 a.m. gym, like, I applaud you. I applaud you, I applaud you, I applaud you, because it is not easy.
I stare at the screen a while before I...
We're better than anybody you ever seen. Do experience from the haters.
We made it, and it's about... Guys, welcome back. I'm all ready for the day today, so I kind of did my hair a little bit, blow dried it. It's kind of settling in now, but earlier it was really pretty. I decided to wear this dress because today is the last day. It's gonna be 100 degrees in California. I'm not sure, honestly, that's what it says. And then we're about to hit like 80s and 70s, and that for a Californian is winter weather, fall weather. So if it's true, I wanted to wear a dress as the last day. And so we made a smoothie this morning. I don't know if I like it. It tastes like grass. It just tastes like all the vitamin, like everything I put in there. Like lion's mane. But too much lion's mane makes it taste like grass. But in a... I'm not gonna lie, that did help.
It is because we've touched something, and that is the grace that you have been touched by God.
Welcome, dear listeners.
Update on how everything is going. As you guys know, as you guys can tell, I've spent most of the afternoon just kind of painting and hanging out and just enjoying my time to myself. It's just what really helps me when I'm starting to feel like a little anxious, or I'm starting to feel like, I don't know, just like too alone, if that makes sense. It's so much, it's like, that's like the only words I can make what I feel when I feel that. It's not so much this loneliness of like, oh, I'm alone. It's more like, oh, I'm readjusting myself to like being independent and doing like activities by myself and like hanging out by myself. No one really talks about like the struggles or like how hard it can be going from living with someone and spending every day with them and coming home to them and just knowing that they're here for you and like starting to depend on them and really bond and trust in that way. And then like having to go back to living alone and having to kind of be independent again and remind yourself what it's like to live alone again. And I guess there was a period of time where I did live alone, and then living alone, I started having roommates. I left Arizona and I had roommates, I came back home. I got a roommate. It's a process. You have to like grieve. You have to allow yourself to feel the change and the grieving like the feeling of what you thought it would be. And honestly, it just wasn't on my bingo card to like not have like this full year with him here. But I think it's just like I feel so proud, and I just get so happy that like also those emotions come in there, and then it starts to make me feel like, oh my god, I just feel so much, because it's like to be able to take that step, and like I feel so proud of both of us because we've been able to take the step necessary to like, okay, we have to like leave our comfort and like our comfort person and go and do what is necessary of us to grow in this life and to like heal. And you know, healing is the longest thing in the world. There's not really an end to healing, and I think each year that you get older, you're going to have different things you're gonna heal. You're gonna resurface things that you thought you healed, but because in that moment in time you just weren't mentally prepared to heal what you need to heal now. And I think that's just where we're at, and I think we're both learning to heal certain things, certain fears and certain things that like, you know, sometimes you're like, am I over it? Like, did I jump over that hurdle? Like, you jumped halfway over, but there's still another way you're gonna learn this lesson and have to experience this and really see if you learned it. And with that is why I decided to do the Living Alone Diaries. As you guys saw in the intro, it was always something I've always wanted to do, but at the same time I understood that like, oh, I don't live alone anymore, like that does not apply to me. But now, oh, now it applies to me. That's why I am covered in just arts and crafts, and I'm just doing things to like make me feel whole again by myself and enjoy like me, my time, and this moment of like silence and stillness and whatever it is that I'm having to learn in this moment. And I'm just taking it with grace, and I think that's like my biggest lesson coming into this new season, this new era of myself and this new age, is like just do all of that with grace. Like, remember that you need grace in it, because you want a smooth sailing. Even though sometimes, you know, we'll get those rough sails, like the end goal is to always move with grace. You gotta embody yourself. You have to embody how you want to be, your future to be, how you want your essence to be, even if you're not there yet. Like, you just embody it. Fake it till you make it. I'm literally obsessed with this show, and I can't help it, and I get to talk in my British accent. Watching Discovery of Witches at it again. I'm still watching a Discovery of Witches, and it's gotten to the point where they get to fight on our way to school. I'm just TikToking. Welcome back. It's been a minute since I've honestly picked up the camera. These past 2 days have been a little chaotic for me, only because of school and life and like everything in between of it. Like, the best thing I can do is just update you guys. Like, I've been in school, just like head in the books, because like I had presentation, and then I thought for like 2 days that I had my first exam next Monday, so I was like freaking the fuck out, only to realize that my professor mixed up the dates, and he was like, just kidding, we don't have it next week, it's the following week. And then I had this work event. My battery is dying. Great. You see, life is just like kind of like kicking me in the ass. And then I had this work event, and I'm not gonna have it anymore, only because there's literal fires in California right now, and yeah, so